Let me start off by saying Karl Anthony Towns will not win the MVP, but shout out to the T-Wolves fans for chanting MVP late into the game. That was the first time I've heard that. Cat had a monster game with 39 points as he dominated the Warriors in the paint and beyond the arc, so let me break down this MVP-like performance. First possession of the game, we have a handoff by Cat to Russell, then a down screen for Beverly by Cat. They go for a two-man game on the strong right-hand side, but Looney and Wiggins miscommunicate here, as you can see Looney is pointing at Wiggins for the switch. Pat Bev hits Cat for the wide-open three. Here, Cat ISOs Looney, who had a good game defensively, but was in foul trouble, and it's obviously hard for anyone to guard him. The Warriors game plan to overload the strong side against Towns, but he takes it to the hoop for a tough left-hand hook shot with a late double by GP2. When he starts mean mugging, you know he's gonna have a night. Towns gives D'Lo a high pick for him to go to a strong left hand, and you can see McDaniels comes for another screen. The Warriors decide to pre-switch this, so Curry gets Towns, but he goes for the reach and is unable to get a steal. Towns goes for the paint for another tough finish when Looney rotates over just a little too late. You just gotta shake his hand if he's gonna make that. The Timberwolves ran pretty solid plays for Cat to get to his spots. Here, Towns sets a down screen for Noel and immediately seals the smaller Kuminga deep into the paint. Noel hits him and the Warriors game plan to not double. Easy turnaround hook shot, and Cat can get this anytime with the smaller Warriors lineup. After winning the three-point contest, I get why you need to respect his shot. McLaughlin hits the trailing Towns and Poole goes for the shot fake, and unfortunately Kuminga is actually marking Towns, so there technically isn't a mismatch, but Cat hits him with an in and out and another tough runner. This is what happens when you don't jump and contest his three ball. We got 4 Timberwolves cutting towards the baseline, but Looney is so low here to help, giving Cat just way too much room. Beverly passes and you can see Looney without a hand up as the Warriors would give him that shot. Doesn't matter as Cat knocks down his sweet spot three-pointer. The Warriors try to change the rhythm up and shift to a zone here, but it makes no difference really. Everyone knows the key to beating the zone is to pass it to the middle, so here Cat flashes and is wide open. The second he gets the ball, the Warriors crash, but this isn't a serious enough double team, and Cat uses his body to create space for another jump hook. Isolating Towns when he has both his right or left hand to go to is a terrible idea, as we see time and time again. Here he gets the ball at the right elbow and the Warriors decide to not help. Works on Looney for the left hand drive and finishes with the right hand with such immense length and skill for a big man. I really honestly don't know what this defensive possession was by the Warriors. McLaughlin has kind of a handoff here and tries to set a pick. Looney starts bonding Towns up to not get him space for a three, and JP comes to the right side for a semi-double, but for some reason he reaches and Towns has a clear path to the paint. Late rotation with Porter Jr. and it's another layup. What the hell was that, honestly? In this possession, the Warriors finally decide to double in the paint. At the top of the key, Towns sets a pick for Beverly and the Warriors switch. So now Kuminga has Cat at the top of the key. Another isolation he goes to work with a sweet spin move, and a late double team by Looney makes no difference as Cat makes another tough layup. You would think that Towns is straight eating right now and the Warriors would do something to get the ball out of his hands. He isolates Looney at the top of the arc, and with his body all up in him, shot fakes and drives right with absolutely no help from the Warriors as they decide to stick to shooters again. Definitely traveled here, but the refs missed the call. At this point, Steve Kerr has got to make the defensive adjustment somewhere. Well, I was just kidding, because Steve Kerr decides to let him isolate again, this time on the smaller JTA on the left block. Couple of dribbles and he's all the way to the hoop. Late double by Damian Lee as if it was going to make a difference by then, and Towns gets an and one layup. Sweet out of bounds play here to get Cat to his sweet spot. Towns inbounds it and Beasley sets a screen for him to curl. He gets the ball. You can see the Warriors switch this actually with Damian Lee, and JT and GP2 both come and triple team it. No matter as Towns makes another jump hook, but at least this time they made it super tough for him, as you know he's hunting for buckets by now. Finally, he gets the attention he deserves with a double team. Being a shooting 7-footer is so advantageous in today's NBA. Here the Warriors make correct rotations with GP2 getting the ball, JTA going to the right wing and Kuminga rotating down. Damian Lee is in good help position, just one pass away with his hands up, and Poole is also shading. but no matter for Towns as he catch and shoots a wet 3-ball as if there were no defenders in his face. Timberwolves in a blowout by 20 points now. Well, there you have it, guys. An absolutely dominant performance by the self-proclaimed greatest shooting big man of all time. Karl Anthony Towns defended home court with an insane 39-9 performance, tried to hunt for that 40-piece but was unable to get it. No matter as the Wolves fan base chanted loudly MVP, but last time I checked he wasn't really in the race, but I respect the shout out. I definitely do admire Cat's game though, and even with Anthony Edwards not out there, he was able to put up a dominant offensive showing with his shooting and inside moves for easy buckets. Another team with a really good big man beating up on the Warriors' small lineup, as not having Draymond and Wiseman hurt the Dubs once again down low. Every other game it seems like it's Randall, Jokic, and now Towns. Hope you guys like this video and like and subscribe if you guys want to see more. See you guys tomorrow night.